Okay, so thank you, everyone. The fact that there's so much discussion, I think, is exciting, but we do want to keep things relatively on time out of respect for all the speakers and participants, both here and online. The second session, as you see, is entitled Underlying Mechanisms of Sleep. And so this, again, we're going to cover a huge amount of territory, or the speakers are going to cover a huge amount of territory. Eric Herzog will be starting us off with circadian timing, which we know a lot more about because that's an older field than the genetics of sleep. David Raisin will move into model systems. Ingwei Fu then talking about human genetics of sleep, of normal sleep, and then Luis about circuits. I just want to make one plea following up on the first session. Many people use short sleep and sleep insufficiency interchangeably. And that's not, so one of the banners that we at UCSF are carrying is personalized medicine. Everyone's talking about it, but not so much about sleep, because what's normal for sleep can be a huge spectrum from natural short sleep to natural long sleep, natural morning larks to natural night owls. And those are not inherently disorders at all. It's only a disorder if it doesn't fit with the social construct in the work environment and school environment where we do see lots of problems. And so I think it's really important to distinguish short sleep, which is sufficient for people to function well, from sleep insufficiency, because they're quite different. And someone who requires 12 hours of sleep per night, if they only sleep 8 hours or 9 hours a night, they are going to be chronically sleep deprived. So that's a point that I wanted to raise. So the goal of this session is to show where we are, and there's still not a lot known about the mechanisms of sleep, although the circadian system is an exception to that. And so we've invited outstanding people in the field to talk about, again, a 36,000 foot view of where we are, and in the way that circadian genetics has unfolded so beautifully over the last 50 years since Seymour Benzer and Ron Konopka's work. The sleep field has also now joined the fray in terms of genetics and is lagging somewhat behind, but making lots of progress.